Hello again, everybody. Okay, for this trick, I'm going to be using my orange deck of bicycle playing cards, or as my son corrects me and says it's not orange, it's orange. So it's my orange deck. Is that right, Max? Okay, it's the orange deck. Haven't lost that New York accent. Okay, so we're going to give the cards a cut, and we're going to set out the top three cards. Now, the top three cards on this deck are magical cards because these three cards are going to be able to transform into whatever I want them to. So we'll set the deck down here and we'll take the top three cards, and we'll now take the first card, which is a 10 of clubs, and see if we can change all the cards into 10s. Give it a little shake, and now we have 1, 2, 3, and there's 4 10s. So we'll take the 1, 2, 3, and the 4 10s, and we will take the 10 of clubs and set it back on the deck and flip it over. That leaves me with 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and the next card is the king of clubs. So we'll see if we can turn these all into kings. Give it a little shake, flip it over, and now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 kings. So all the cards have now turned into kings. So we'll take the kings, flip them over, and we'll take the king of clubs, set it down, and flip that over. That leaves me with 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and the last card here is the ace of spades. So I know what you're thinking. I'm going to turn all these into 4 aces, but I play poker, and what's better than 4 aces is a royal flush. So I turned the 3 cards into 4 cards and gave myself a royal flush. Okay, here's how the trick is done. It's a pretty cool trick. You're going to need 9 cards for the setup. You want the 10 of clubs, 10 of hearts, 10 of spades, king of clubs, king of hearts, king of spades, and the jack, queen, and ace of spades. The 10, king, and ace of 10 of clubs, king of clubs, and ace of spades are going to be the cards on the table. And then in your hand you want 10 of hearts, 10 of spades, king of hearts, king of spades, queen of spades, jack of spades. Just like that. And then you pick up the ace, the king, and the 10. And there are your 9 cards, and you're ready to set them on top of the deck. Now, you can start off by doing false cuts, false shuffles, anything you have to do without disturbing the top of the deck. So you set out 3 cards, and then you say that these next 3 cards are magical cards. As you do that, these next 3 cards you're going to square up and make a little break right underneath them. So when you take these 3 cards, and as you square them up, you're going to steal 6 cards away. So now I have 6 cards, and I slide out 1, 2, and say that I have 3 cards. So I'm trying to pull off these 4 cards as 1. This is why you need a new deck of cards for this trick, because it's very hard to do this with an old deck, making 4 cards look like 1, but with a new deck it's really not that difficult. And you turn over this first card, which is a 10 of clubs, square it up, turn it over, do an Elmsley count. So you take the 10, the 10 of spades, turn it over, and show that you've got 4 10s. Flip the cards over, now slide out 1, 2, 3 cards from the bottom, place the first one, which is the 10 of spades here, the second one, which is the 10 of hearts there, and the 10 of clubs, flip over. Now as you're squaring the cards up, you're going to steal the 10 of clubs with the 10 of hearts behind it and place that on top of the deck and say, okay, now let's flip over the 10 of clubs. Now you slide out and say, I still have 3 cards, but in reality you have 5 cards. So you say, I have 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and you then take the next card, flip it over, it's a king, and there are your 2 kings. So you're set up for another Elmsley count. Square it up, flip it over, and you do an Elmsley count and show that you now have 4 kings. Turn it over, slide out 1, 2, 3, 4, but this time you're just going to take the 3rd card, put it on top, and the 4th card, and if you push down like here and square it up, you then can get a break because you want to steal away the king of clubs with the king of hearts and place that on top of the deck, and then flip over the king of clubs. Now you say, I now still have 3 cards left, but in reality you have 4. So you say, I have 3 cards left, and the last card is the ace of spades. Instead of putting it on the top this way, you put it on the bottom, square up the cards, turn them over, and say you're probably thinking I'm going to turn them into the 4 aces. But I'm going to turn those 3 cards into 4 cards because in poker, 4 aces is a great hand, but a royal flush is better. And that's it. It's a pretty cool trick if you practice it the way I just showed it to you. Anyway, contest number 14 is coming up. It's just a few days away. That's it. Everybody have a happy new year, and I'll see you next time.